thing, you know, it's like bam, bam, shablam. No bam, shablam yet, but oh, I hope it's like well, let's see if it goes. Wait, just checking if that recording is on.
It's on.
Thank you. You know, it's all about social media and content creation nowadays, right? Thank you a lot, Susanna. I really enjoyed what you said, and thank you for giving all this knowledge to everybody, so I think we should give her another round of applause. So I don't always give a talk because obviously like I organize this thing, this event, so I don't really want to go into the deep stuff, into my past. I already did that at a previous event, so if you want to watch that, you can watch the video on YouTube. But obviously I am a professional dancer. I've danced in the Netherlands and abroad. I've danced freelance in companies, I've taught classes in both commercial as contemporary and high heels. Yes, I was teaching those high heels classes. And so I've done a lot of different things, and when COVID started, I kind of changed my entire career. I started studying commercial economics, which is also why I love marketing and sales and Instagram so much, and all my presence I get really like wet for it. But also I started to give back because I felt that what I said before, there needed to be a platform, Freelancer Talk, to help young creatives and creatives in general with their career and creating a sustainable career. I love what Susanna has been saying. She has been referring to being your own business and being an entrepreneur, and I think that first and foremost, everybody here who's chasing the dream of being a dancer or a maker or a teacher or a choreographer, you are an entrepreneur. You're a cultural entrepreneur, actually. You are taking care of a lot of different things besides just doing that specific one job. I heard it come back many times. Freelancers, which is, you know, in my opinion, I'm going to go into that a little later because I'm going to talk about the future of creative work and something I've been working on this year that is an offspring of Freelancer Talk. With Freelancer Talk, I started hosting networking events, do a lot of coaching, and also give workshops on entrepreneurship, cultural entrepreneurship, and how to be an entrepreneur and how to run your business as a creative, let's say. Yeah, that's happening, I know, I saw it. There we are. So my talk is about the future of creative work, because I think that we are at a turning point, and the statistic proof for that is the next number. You can read that. I just read it. 65% of people working actually in the creative industries, creative and cultural industries, is freelance. If you look at dance or performing arts, that number tends to even rise to 75%. We are, who is a freelancer here? Let me see some hands. Alright, we are the backbone of the entire arts and culture. Without us, there is no arts and culture. Right? There is nothing like that. But the thing with working in the arts is that you don't really decide to be a freelancer. In some other professions, it's like, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna get that hefty paycheck, I'm gonna be a freelancer. Whereas in the arts and culture, what I've been seeing, and research also shows that, is that many people actually are forced because #subsidies, and they tend to kind of like scatter it, and then there's like a little bit of there and a little bit of there. But on the other side, you see, as a freelancer, you know a bit the scene here in Amsterdam, right? But it's very hard to see what's the freelance scene in Berlin, or what's it in Lucerne, or what's it in Paris, or what's it in Lyon. Somehow freelancers don't really have the same access to their market as how people who are employed and dancing companies to their market. Because it's a little easier to see, oh, there's a company in Lyon, oh, there is a company in Paris, there is one in Lucerne. But there's an entire freelance scene which has 65% of people actually working there, but we don't see it. It's super fragmented. So my talk is about the future of creative work, and it's not, in my vision, let's say, in how I see it, it's about hybrid working. Because freelancers work freelance, but dancers also work employed, and then they go to freelance, and then they go to employed. So that is a hybrid career right there. Another hybrid career is actually working in different sectors. You can, as a dancer, you can dance in film, in TV, in commercial, in theater, in opera, and in the actual dance sector, right? So in that, there is different sectors who belong to the creative industries, what I just said, is that you work between all of those different sectors. Another example of a hybrid career. The last hybrid career is, I think, one of the most essential ones. It's not just using one skill to get your paycheck, and to pay your rent, and to feed your dog, if you have a dog. I want a dog, it's very cute. But to use different types of skills to be able to get that money. So for example, I'm a dancer. I dance, which is a skill, but I can also teach, which is another skill. But I'm also kind of a photographer, right? Like, I'm also kind of good at making photos. That's another skill. So how can you use different skills? And this is very common. I mean, I think a lot of people also have horeca skills in the dance world. They do some little like bartending on the side. That's another skill, you know? Like, that is a skill. But there are different skills, creative skills. And because we as creative people, we tend to have not just one creative skill, we tend to have many different creative skills. I, for example, was teaching, well, both modern and floor work, like crazy stuff, and high heels. I was dancing, but I was also designing websites for people and helping people with their social media content. I've been doing that since I was 14. So that's another creative skill that I could tap in and use. So the big question is, how do we create a career out of all of that, right? And I love that this is turning off. So, this is so sad. I think, some jazz hands, because I wanted something different. In that sense, I refer to the creative industries, and I also, this is a referral to what we are doing right here at Freelancer Talk, is I really believe in the power of collaboration, co-creation, and community. If you want another co, it's connection. But that's also community at once. And I really believe that these three things, this is what will help your career move forward, married together with a hybrid career. And the hybrid careers are going to be more and more and more common from now. It's already like the share of freelancers who work in different sectors. You know how many dancers are being cast in fashion shows right now? It's like at its peak from ever before. You see many more dancers in commercials, but we need to be able to tap into that market and not go through difficult agencies and all of that. We need to be able to get agency ourselves, I think, as creatives, and be able to tap into various markets, following a hybrid career model that uses collaboration and co-creation and all that kind of stuff. So this is what I've been working on for the past year. It's a brand new platform where you can create your own portfolios based on different types of skills. And each portfolio is very comprehensive. You can put a lot of different things in there. And at the same time, you can use that portfolio to get out there, to get exposed. It's like a marketplace. And apply. So you can use the data of that portfolio to apply. So you don't have to apply sending emails and refer and uploading a lot of different things and following a lot of rules to apply for the process. But it's a brand new thing, so every company will work to the same thing. We are actually working with companies in all of Europe already. This is a lot of behind the scenes. And we have been working on creating an entire new platform for creatives to tap into various markets at the same time with different skills at the same time as well. So you can create a portfolio for a photographer or a dancer or a fashion designer. You can have multiple ones. You can be found through multiple ones. You can be matched through multiple ones. And that way you can actually create a sustainable career. Because for me it's all about sustainability. Not so much about success, because it's a bit, you know, like subjective. Yeah, so actually it's forever free for everybody who is an artist. That's the beautiful thing of it, right? You can, so when I say you can create visual portfolios based on your creative skills, you can very easily apply using the data of those portfolios. You can find collaborators, you can receive offers, you can even receive payments down the line. Bookkeeping will be integrated, finance tracking will be integrated. It's your entire new business hub for creatives. That's the big thing I've kind of been working on for a while. I'm not doing it alone, I have an actual software engineer helping me build this. So maybe very quickly, here's how it works. You just log in at lens.app, you create your profile, very easy. Her name is Leia. You have your own dashboard, and you see these jobs that are there that are matched based on the portfolios that you build. So a dancer would only see dance jobs, a teacher would only see like dance teacher jobs, whatever. But for that you have to make your portfolio first, so you can choose the category, subcategory, and then actually what you are. You add some skills, you add your functionality, you add basically your experiences, your education. It's a little bit LinkedIn, but then for creatives in that way, because you build an entire visual portfolio. It's all about being visual present, which is exactly what Susanna has been talking about. It's about how you visually present yourself to the world. And there you have your portfolio, you update, and you have all of that. Now, it's very easy when you have your portfolio. You click on the opportunity, and they do all their blah 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 stuff there, and you click apply, and you write your motivation. Very important. I talk to a lot of choreographers. Motivation is very important for people to read, just as an FYI. And then you click your portfolio that you want to apply with, and it uses all the data to upload to the companies. Now for companies, we also made a lot of different tools for them to select this hiring process a lot easier. But for me, I think Lens, which is the name of the company, Lens is, for me, from research that I've done into the creative industries for the past 2.5 years, this is the result of what I think is needed. And that's what we're building. And it's launching very soon. We tried to launch it today because this was almost going to be like a launch thing. But, you know, technology doesn't really always function well. But it's going to be out there very soon for all of you to sign up, to create your portfolios, to spread it out, and to tap into different markets. Because I really believe in how the creative industries, this goes a little bit further and beyond, I think that creativity is very much needed in the nowadays. Oops, there we go again. Amazing. I think that creativity is nowadays very needed. We're very stuck with a lot of really crazy questions about climate change, about immigration issues, about all of that. And in my belief, I think we need a little bit of creative thinking. And I think that's where we all come into play, because that is the power, I think, of creativity, culture, and arts to drive this innovation. And that's why we are always considered the struggling artist. I say heck no with the struggling artist. I say we build successful careers and we do different things and we get paid, and that's it. Mic drop. Yeah. So yeah, I told you this was going to be kind of like, it was a short talk, it was a boost because I had some news to share and something to launch. Talking about launching in Freelancer Talk is actually, we are going to have a bunch of coaches be part of the platform. We're going to have workshops based on from the platform for creative people starting in January. One of the coaches is over there, she's Karen. She is going to also offer her coaching services to a lot of people. So Freelancer Talk will continue to be a platform where you can go find help and connection. Lens will be the platform where you find your work. And I think that's it for today. Thank you very much. I hope you guys had a lot of time. Thank you, Arjan. Thank you, Susanna. Thank you for my crew and the people who are behind and helping with everything. And yeah, that was Dance Talks. We now have some dancing to do downstairs. Peace out.